Um, I wish I did more literature, and to this day, I still feel like if you have any recommendations for like actual good literature, let me know. But it was always, self-development, business, psychology, personal finance, and that was probably the most growth and learning I've ever had in my life. And I also didn't have to be too concerned about the financial aspect because I was saving my money. I wasn't spending much. I got to stay at home. I got to be with my family. And yeah, I got to just stay locked in throughout those 4 years of being in school.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So you ended up joining AmeriCorps. And when we're going to take a real quick break, when we come back, we're going to talk about AmeriCorps and we're going to talk about specifically how you ended up out at Stanford. We'll be right back. And we're back with Daniel Kahn. And before the break, we were talking about U of B, right? University of Buffalo. And at some point, and this is before we hit record, of course, but at some point you mentioned that you ended up working with AmeriCorps. And specifically, you were working with AmeriCorps in financial education, right? Can you talk a little bit about how you ended up at AmeriCorps and then what the number one thing was that you learned teaching financial education?
Yeah. So I was talking about my undergrad education, and after I graduated, I took a gap year to drive around the country, did like a 3-month road trip to go rock climbing, skateboarding around the country, just meet new people.